Rant, rant, rant. Yes, I feel a mini rant coming on in this WRV. Thanks for clicking on the video, dudes. I will present to you now a brand called GPW. Have you ever heard of it? So many watch brands, thousands and thousands. I wouldn't be surprised if you've never heard of it. I found it because I went out searching for a titanium dive watch, maybe a field watch, and it led me to this. It's a GPW military model. Model number GPW BDC-CRPU. Holy cow, that's a long number. Yeah, and here comes a rant. They say it's German quality. They say it's German design. They say it's German craftsmanship. They say, you're getting the picture, right? It's German reliability. Nothing Fancy says it's German crap. Yeah, the watch is crap. It is a quartz watch, y'all. A quartz watch, and it quit working. It's not the battery. I replaced the battery. How does a quartz watch quit working? How? I don't understand it. You know how many watches I've had come through TNP in the last 3 years? Hundreds. Most of them Chinese manufacturer, and I haven't had yet one failure from a Chinese manufacturer. Here's an Aviator brand, 4053. It's still cranking. Love this watch. It's awesome. They're all working. By the way, this one does not have a moving seconds hand, if you're wondering. It's working. Yeah, GPW, German craftsmanship. Not. I did take it apart, replaced the battery. I was thinking, oh, battery died, no big deal. Got in it. Didn't help. How do you fix a quartz watch? It's so simple. There's nothing to it. It's not mechanical. I don't know what I'm going to do with this watch. You know, will I attempt to send it back to Europe, all the way back to Germany, spending $30 just to send it there in the off chance they'll fix it? I really wanted just to review it and sell it. Yeah, I bought it. $220 out that money. Yeah, I'm not impressed. I'm not. How does a quartz watch die? And it was worn not too much, actually. I can't remember if I bought this one used or new, by the way. I don't really remember. It may have been bought, I think, used, which is another red flag in that, you know, it's probably not going to have a warranty with it, even if I did send it back. Now, let's talk about the watch itself. And we will pretend in this review that it actually works. Yeah, that would be something to pretend. I was attracted to it because of its size. It is a titanium case. Kind of a crossbred dive watch, field watch, and I don't mind it. As far as how it looks pretty cool, right? For sure. Love it. Nothing fancy. It just sucks it ain't working. I feel you, dude. I feel you. It sucks. There might be some other variations. I didn't really look around, and I don't even know if it's being produced anymore. So I'm just going to shred through this review as quick as I possibly can. The looks are cool. So it's got a very simple face. I like that. I like clean faces. We'll go right into the hands, which are outlined in red, as you can see, for the minutes hand, the hours hand, white. I will still do another mini rant here. Why don't you just make the hands fully white, fully orange, fully red? I really hate it when you have a black background and they feel compelled to outline the hands in black. I'm just getting so tired of that motif, and it's just, it makes the hands seem smaller than they really are. Rant complete. Thanks for listening. Other than that, there is some high legibility going on there. It's a smooth face. You just have a simple marker set, really, which is a downside to this watch as well, at least on the interior face. Now you have a, but get this, a non-rotating bezel. I didn't know that when I ordered. I think, oh, cool, man, a rotating bezel. Oh, no. No, it's locked in position on the GPW Military. So there's your marker set, really. The markings on the exterior of the bezel are actually your minutes markings for setting the watch. So that is a huge miss to me. I mean, don't put a bezel on there. With a watch like this, if it's just frozen. There are some others I reviewed that are the same way, but they don't really need it because they have a lot of functionality. Otherwise, maybe it's an anti-dig or something like that. The seconds hand, if it was moving, would be awesome. but it's locked in place, as you can see. Awesome. Cool. The face is fine. I mean, it looks fine. It has a clean presentation. Had the hands been completely white, or better yet, like red, this color red that's outlined here, it would really look cool. It's 42 millimeters across, not counting the crown, which I have extended now. 11 millimeters in thickness, which is very wearable. Slides under the cuff easily. 50 millimeters lug to lug, and it's a pretty compact lug set. It weighs 3 ounces total weight. Holy cow. I'm going to try to be positive in this review. Okay, so you have day date. That's cool, and it's white lettering on a black background, so there is some legibility you can see there. Non-screw down crown, I think. Let me make sure I'm telling you right. No, it is screw down. Sorry, I was thinking of a different model I'm getting ready to review. And the case itself, the bead blasted titanium is very cool. I like that. Let's look at the case back. That is a miss. It's too simple. I mean, for this price point, give us something cool to look at, you know? And the water resistance, if it was working, is 200 meters, screw down case back. It was easy enough to get in the back to replace that battery. I did find it had a very tedious battery screw down retention system, which I hate. I've seen some other watches do that. I like it when they just have a spring clip and you can pop the battery out without unscrewing a little tiny screw and losing it possibly. Just pop the battery out with a spring clip and slide another one back in. I much prefer it. 22 millimeter lugs, natural rubber strap on this one. It will have to be adjusted and cut for your wrist. I have 7.5-inch wrists. I did do just that. It was unadjusted when I got it. Single clasp, well actually double locking clasp, but no diver extension on it. No signing of the buckle, and oddly this one's polished while the rest is bead blasted. The strap is okay. I mean, the strap is comfortable. I'm really getting into Zulu and NATO straps. I run those on most watches. My EDC watch today is something far superior than this piece of crap. It is. I mean, and speak of the devil, here we go. It's a Chinese produced Momentum. Buy it now because it's awesome. This is, they call it a Field Walker 44. And I put on a leather NATO on it. This is a really good representation of what I'm talking about for a handset. So look at the difference in hands. These are pure white against a black background. They look clean. They're gorgeous. This is a double dome sapphire crystal. This is a quartz Momentum Field Walker 44. And I ordered it just with a NATO strap, which I bailed on, just to change things out. And I got this strap out of Amazon. 4 o'clock crown, great watch. Not titanium case, but it's pretty lightweight. It's like 3.4 ounces. Wears great. But that's a good representation of the hands right there. If it was working, I would probably give this, for its price, I'm trying to think of my star rating, maybe 2.5, 3 stars. Let's check out the loom of this broken German high quality watch. Nothing you should have checked the following. It's a quartz movement. There's not much to check. It's battery, end of things you can check. As far as I know, I mean, I might take it to a watch dude that I know that he can look at it and see what his feeling is. It's probably going to be cheaper than sending it back to Germany. The loom on this, as I recollect, is pretty good. About like Citizen or Seiko. So that's cool. What else do I need to talk about of this broken watch? It's a simple field watch slash kind of dive watch with a non-rotating bezel. I'm disappointed in the quality, to say the least. And no, I do not recommend it. In fact, after having experienced this with a quartz watch, non-mechanical, I would never go out and buy the GPW brand. I wouldn't. I mean, if you can't get a quartz watch right, then you know, what else are you going to get wrong in a more complicated mechanism? And this is an interesting point too, because a lot of people say, well, you know, the Miyota movements, they're okay for value watches, but you really need to go with a Swiss Ronda quartz movement. This has a Swiss Ronda quartz movement. It's a reliable Swiss quartz, they say on GPW's website, and it's busted. Oh, and by the way, in case you're wondering, it was not doven, there's no water in it, nor was it dropped. So there was no abuse in it. It just decided on its own to quit working. And you know what I'm going to say? German crop. Done.